welcome everyone. It's Friday, and as you know, on Fridays we usually do tournaments here, and tonight is no different. After 2 weeks packed with events, live, uh, offline as well. Maestro's Samurai, a Seven Samurai event, who's been actually quite popular these days. A lot of fights, a lot of people playing it. Looks like this offline format is also just as fun as the live events. And today we have a tournament, regular tournament, but we're using the speed mod. It's something that I want to use at least for a while, because I really enjoy the faster pace, and some people do as well. And it's classified as a minor tournament, so it doesn't affect the rankings as much. But if you get the number 1, 2, or 3 spot, you can still get some points in the rankings. Now, I don't know if he's watching or not, but we have a competitor here in the tournament. By the way, let me turn this down a little bit. I have a fan in my room and it was pretty noisy. Let's get Subu in as well. Hello? Oh, I guess he's maybe not ready to speak yet. So I was saying that we have in the tournament, so we have 8 players, but one of the players is new, and I also checked the challenge account, and is also made this month. And I'm not sure if it's a new player. I'm not sure if it's a new player, but because this player actually signed up after I posted the last announcement, so maybe somebody new on the server who made an account on the fly to join in. But unfortunately, I tried to find this person with the same name on the server, and apparently it's somebody else. And I also asked on competition talks, and nobody has replied. I don't know. Subu, welcome. How are you?
Hey, doing good.
Glad to have you. Great tournament yesterday. It was full of adrenaline, a lot of great fights. And
Thanks. Yeah, I was exhausted after it.
yeah, we actually had a lot of. I think people are already starting to get a little bit burned out, and that's fine because since the announcement with the new roles and the tournaments, everybody's been a little bit more active than usual. And we had a lot of events last week. We also started with a lot of events this week. We also have Meister's event, which is, an offline event, but people are actively playing in it. There were the 2 tournaments we had. There's today. There's also going to be tomorrow. So yeah, a lot of fighting. So I guess at one point people will just maybe play in 1 or maybe 2 events, depending on their schedule. So I was talking about this new player. I've seen. So it's a new account, as I said.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I also asked on the server. Nobody has replied. And yeah.
Yeah, that's why I put in my rules that you have to sign up with
Sign
your
up with, yeah,
Discord username.
that's
Yeah.
actually a good idea. I think I'll put it in mine as well. Because obviously I want to give this person a chance, obviously, to compete, but if I don't know who they are, and I mean, usually if it's a new player, they usually ask something on the server. You know, they ask like, guys, what time's the tournament? Are there any things I need to know or something like? That's what happened with most people who were new at one point.
Hmm.
Like they made themselves known, and some of us told them like, hey, you need to sign up with your Discord name. I see there's a new player that asked something here today, but not sure if. Anyway, I'm gonna ask one more time, and if they don't show up on the server, I will remove them. And there's a good reason for that, because we would have 8 people, and I could do a system with 2 groups with 8 people. So, who is Eucharist? That's a very strange name. It's very similar to the name of my city, Bucharest. Maybe somebody try to troll me. Who knows? Right. I guess we'll have to see next time. Okay, where is he? Gonna remove. Okay, so here's how the system is gonna go. He's Australian. No, it's not Zoom, or at least I don't know. And if it's Australian, it's probably like, what's the time right now in Australia? Like 4 a.m. or something. No. Actually, no. They're yeah, they're ahead. They're ahead. It's like 4 a.m. over there. Anyway, here's how the system's gonna work. It's gonna be the same system that we used in the last event with group stages. I can only use this system whenever we have 8 or 10 people, and today we have 8. This time is going to be even a little bit more lenient. We have 2 groups of 4. You fight 3 fights against your 3 opponents in the group. 3 fights of 7 flags. We will count the number of flags scored, so not wins. Keep that in mind. Top 2 qualify to the winner's bracket. Number 3 qualifies to the lower bracket. The last person in the group, unfortunately, it will be eliminated. So without further ado, let's find out who's going to be in what group. Maybe we're going to have another interesting group like last time. Here we go. Who do you want to face, Subu?
Do I wanna?
What's that?
Hmm?
Did you say something?
I just didn't catch what you said.
Oh, I said, who would you like to face? Who would you like to play?
Probably Oak, because we usually have a really nice fight. So, and we had a great fight yesterday. So.
Yeah, we're gonna put 8 here. Okay, the group tie breaks are points difference, match wins, and then match versus tied. Here we go. Group stage. Manage groups. Okay, so let's add the groups. All right, so the first player is Info, and let's see in which group will Info play. Info will play in group A. So here's Info. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I am next.
Plebian saying he wants to rematch me.
I will also be
funny.
playing in group A. Okay. Next one is Oak. Oak will be playing in group B. So Oak will be in group B. Next one is Cherno. Cherno will be in also group B. Alright, let's see Subu in which group he will be. Subu, oh, I thought he's gonna be A, but no, he's gonna be in B alongside Oak and Chernobyl. Very tough group. Very tough group.
Yeah.
Next one is Landsknecht Racer. Let's see. Group A. And now we'll see Piper and Plebian, the last two. The groups are already shaping up to be great. Who's next? Piper. Piper is in group A, and Plebian got his wish. He will be fighting Subu in group B. Actually, group B is very interesting because the top 3 players from last night will be in the same group, and we have Oak, Cherno, Subu, and Plebian, and it's actually very hard for me to think of somebody that is actually going to be eliminated from this group and somebody that will only make it to the lower bracket. Also, group A obviously is pretty strong with Info, Landsknecht, and Piper. And yeah, good luck everyone. I think it's gonna be a fun event. Very likely this is gonna end quite fast, which means that we are going to do random character tournament after. I know everybody loves those tournaments because they're, you know, fun, especially with the wheel and everything. Hope to see you there, Subu, in the next one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's always I notice that people always have fun in those.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just a chance to relax, I think, after a really competitive event.
Yeah.
That's why I really like them personally.
Yeah. And I figured actually every time I did a random tournament after a regular tournament, they were usually a blast. It's precisely because of that, because of the wheel, you know, because of the memes and Eve saying that I'm gonna get Marta 5 times, and he actually got it. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't. he he didn't actually believe that it's gonna happen, but he got it 4 times, so it was really funny that happened. Good. Let me show you guys also the mod, just to make sure that everything is fine. So as you can see, it's at 1.1. Nothing else. Good. Let's have a look at the matches. Gonna start the group stage. Okay, Group A. Oh, I am fighting first against Lansknecht. And after that, we're gonna see Piper versus Info. And after that, we're gonna have Cherno versus Subu and Plebian versus Oak. So let's send the link to Plebian and Lansknecht. When we go to the elimination stage, you guys already know how it works. There, we use the house rules, best of 2, and the best of 1. In the lower bracket, there's Lansknecht. He doesn't need keyboard, right? I forgot.
Lamsknecht?
Yeah.
I think he needs keyboard, actually.
Okay. You can join as well.
Okay. Yeah, Lambs has the potential to be a little bit of a dark horse, I would say. Obviously, he's newer relative to people like Oak, myself, or you, but he's consistently put on some really good performances with Tarnowski, and in the correct day, I could definitely see him winning this one.
Yeah, for sure. Just give me 1 second.
You have a few people like that, actually. Plebian's much the same, so very exciting event, I would say. Cherno as well.
I just need 1 moment here, and then we're good to go. Okay, good to go. Sorry about that. Alright, I am going to be on the left and Lan's on the right. Oh, he's going back to his to Tarna.
Yeah, I think that's pretty smart.
Yeah, he's been trying out a couple of characters recently, but now he's back.
Yeah, probably his best character, and I think Tarna can actually do a good job of striking Isabella's openings. There was a nice stab as Venator tried to sidestep. Keeps going on the attack there. Venator's guard barely holds. That was definitely close. Nice dodge there. Another thrust from Venator. Trying to keep it clean, I suspect, but that's a double. And actually, if I was fighting a weapon like that in real life, that is one of the things I would be trying to do, is like get the point forward so that those wide swings are not as much of a threat. But given the nature of this game, definitely need to mix it up as well. That's a good trade there. Actually, Venator got a nice hit in. Doesn't want to take another hit, of course, from someone hard hitting as Tarnowski, but yeah, nice. Yeah, actually the thrusts are working pretty well so far. Even if they're not always connecting, they're a great way to test the guard, it seems, as long as you don't go for the follow-up. It is really a shame the follow-up isn't reliable. Okay, yeah, that was a double. But that was a great try from Venator. I was about to be proven wrong, but Tarnowski snagged the double. It's good from Lanchknecht. Stab attempt. Plus the Divena, that's actually a potentially quick stab as well. You wouldn't think so given the position it comes from, but the way it's thrown, it's actually a pretty nice probing attack. And a nice way to punish somebody who thinks they can just run towards you. That's another trade. But Venator's been using his reach so that he's able to avoid some of those situations. Snap cut attempt doesn't quite land. Good use of the thrust. High guard somehow not connecting, but thankfully the follow-ups did. The X slash barely stopped there. It was intercepted. I think Lanchknecht needs to find some initiative here. I think Venator is in control of the fight for the most part. His defense barely holding out against some of those cuts. I think Lange needs to find some new angles. Or change up his timing a little bit. Yeah, high guard. Calls Lanchknecht out. Very smart attack against such a weapon. Shorter reach. A cut, trying to hit the hand, but there's a kick. I think he wanted a cut, but the kick proved to be exactly what he needed. And now it's actually more even. I say that. There goes the high guard cut. Not so much anymore, but still winnable for Lanchknecht. And remember that points obviously are extremely important here, so if Lange can at least score a good amount of points, it's not by any means the worst if he loses. But there's the hand cut off. I'm sure Lange would at least like to score one more. 4 isn't the worst performance, but it's not close to the best either. There's a stab, and Venator takes it. Solid play from Venator.
GG. Good fight. He's very surprising with some of his bursts, and that's why I think he's very suited to play Tarnowski, because Tarnowski is actually very good at that. He's just kind of sitting there, and just all of a sudden he's coming all over you with a lot of attacks and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Piper and Info are fighting now. And as we know, Piper really likes chaos. Info, not really. Info likes order. Oh, I kicked you. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Come back again.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's going to win that one, to be honest. I could see it going either way.
Yeah, I also think it's gonna be interesting as well. There's Info.
Coming all over you.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a way to phrase it.
You can't say anything these days without having some sort of connotation. Piper versus info. Piper left, info right. Piper left, info right. Piper's not a keyboard player, right?
No, he's controller.
Okay.
Controller not working, he says.
Let's go back.
Lan says doing that all the time. Piper said he thinks his worst win rate is against Marie, so interesting to see if that's what info will pick. Yeah, I could see Rapier either going very well for Piper or very poorly, and it all depends on whether Piper can close the distance or not.
Piper, try to join again.
Because Alex is stronger, certainly, than Marie. And I would actually say Marta as well, despite how good Marta is right now. But he can still have problems in this specific matchup.
So Piper left, info right.
Hmm. Two to 3 against Marta of Alex. So better win rate against Marta. That's interesting. At least from the data set.
Maybe I can reset controllers. I don't know. So weird. Sometimes some things just stop working. Like things that work all the time, they just stop working all of a sudden. In Parsec, I mean, like somebody can't, and it happened to me a couple of times as well. It just I don't know. Maybe I can disable your gamepad. Maybe that's the problem. Let me reset again.
He's gonna try a different controller. Okay.
There's one step closer now. I used to play with keyboard actually. When I first got the game, I mean the demo, I was playing. I was actually playing mouse and keyboard, and you'd be surprised how good the mouse was. I don't know if it still is for Hellish Quart. Because you would press long guard with the right click, and Y was with the left click.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have the buttons on the side, those were the upcuts.
Mm-hmm.
And
I see.
yeah, it wasn't bad at all actually. Mouse, yeah, you'd be surprised. At least for the long guard flicks and doing very fast thrusts, it was really good. Keyboard versus controller, new battlefield. You know what? We should do an event. We should do an event, keyboard versus controller.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Piper wants to restart his PC.
Okay, we can do other fights until he rejoins. Actually, since Info is already here, she can do the fight against me because it was actually
Okay.
next in the
Yeah.
group.
That way Info doesn't have to miss out. That
Yeah.
works.
And for me, like when I'm hosting, I'm never really bothered by the idea of like waiting a lot or playing, after some time. So it's okay. Info take left. Does she have a keyboard? Oh no. Okay, now. Info left. I am right.
Thinking about Marta, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. We actually
I think
had.
it's been successful before, yeah.
Yeah, we had our samurai fights today, and when we got to the Marta part, Info won the fight, and I actually told her that Info is a much more viable option than Marie right now. If she really wants to stay with rapiers.
Info's trying to keep distance. Venator obviously got stabbed in the face. That's the danger of Marta sometimes.
Yeah.
She can recover very quickly. But the plan for Venator is pretty clear. I would say claim space with the long sword and then close in. Don't want to just rush in body first. That's kind of anti-rapier 101. High guard there, and then a stab. I think it partially hit the guard the first time, and that's why it didn't kill.
It actually happens to me very often whenever I fight Marta. Like in exactly that position, it hits, but it doesn't kill.
Yeah, I think the bowl is facing upward oftentimes, and then maybe the cross guard also counts. I'm not sure about the cross guard, but realistically, like if you wanted to block a longsword, that's what you would want to do. Like get the bowl in the way and the strong in the way. Marta doesn't quite do that though, of course, her neutral is more generic, I would say, her neutral auto guard. Which for some characters that works fine, like the sabers it works fine, but sometimes she can get blade beat pretty easily. Nice, cutting the hand off. Venator's doing quite well here. Found some mix-ups that work. Moving back was the right call there, I would say. That stab was coming in hot. And Info might need to change something here. Oh, it goes for a cut. That's pretty risky with the rapier. Usually not the good option. And the jabs to the face can work pretty well, but... Oh, and there's a stab. Info got
GG.
just taken apart there, I would say.
Yeah, I think and I realized last time when I fought Info in this matchup, I respected too much her stabs and everything, so I was just trying to slowly approach. But the key with Martha is just kind of to create a little bit of chaos to get some opportunities to strike. GG Info, good fight. Let's move on to Group B until Piper fixes his stuff. And we have, so Group B is extremely interesting because we have a lot of heavy hitters, 2 veterans and 2, I wouldn't call them prospects because that would be too little, but Cherno and the Plebian are definitely the new generation of players, players that can take on anybody right now. And it's going to be interesting to see this dynamic. Cherno is left side, and Subu is going to be right side. Cherno's keyboard. Okay, very important fight. And this time there are only 3 fights in the group. So not a lot of room for error. One fight that doesn't really go well can eliminate you from the competition. Subu is right side. Very curious to see who Cherno's gonna pick here.
I think you need to enable controller.
Oh yeah, I disabled it because of the thing. Should be good to go now. Not working?
Still not working.
Let me go back. No?
Nope.
What could be the problem?
Weird.
Let me reset. He's left and you're right.
No.
Can you move the character? I pressed with the keyboard.
No, I can't. I'll just try rejoining Parsec, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Parsec is being cheeky.
Okay, joining.
Yeah.
Really? Nothing.
No? Let me restart Parsec.
Okay.
Because I noticed there was something about that's gonna be some update tomorrow, and maybe they're already working on something, and it's just being weird.
Yeah, it works on my end, so
Yeah,
I just
I can imagine.
pulled up
Yeah,
the game. So.
we never really had this problem.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't come to that, Plebian, but we could try backup hosts.
Okay. Cherno left, Subu right.
Oh, sure, no having problems now? Need keyboard again. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
I think we've had that happen before though,
Okay,
so it
okay.
wouldn't have been hard to believe where like the problem switched based on who
Yeah, I think
went park first or something.
we need to blame somebody for this, and it's very convenient to blame Piper. He joined with I don't know what he joined. He was what he was trying to use. The broke my parsec. Oh, nice cut there from Cherno. Keyboard doesn't have any problem. Oak with the keyboard propaganda. Alright, so the fight has started. One thing that fighters need to be careful with when it comes to speed mode is that given the fact that you know when everything looks fast, you tend to over feint and overthrow and get tired a little bit quicker. Oh, nice tap to the face, 1-1. Jumped on parsec. Yes, he did. That's exactly what he did. Oh, Subu tried the snap cut there, but Cherno punished it instantly. Oh, tire there. 2-2. Oh, tried the chop again, but Cherno caught him with the retreat. 3-2. Oh, nice side step there from Subu and the stab to the arm. 4-2. Subu needs to tighten up a little bit here. He's been losing a couple of exchanges. Oh, nice one from Subu. A two-piece combo that left Cherno tired, but Cherno was trying to do the tired bug. Didn't work out. Oh, and a nice follow-up with the cut. Very fast-paced fight here. Literally. 5-3. Oh, a nice one from Subu. Ken versus Ryu fight here in Hellish Quart. Even after major changes and the name change and everything. Oh, nice cut again from Cherno. Cherno with a lot of cuts today compared to his usual rapier style gameplay that is focused more on thrusts. Oh, nice cancel into the thrust there. Even after the changes, they're still quite similar. Oh, beautiful side step there from Subu. Perfectly timed. 5, and I think Subu is now a little bit more, a little bit happier with the flag number. And as we all know, when he's 3 flags behind, he usually wins. We'll see if it happens. Oh no, not this time. Thrust 7-5, fast-paced fight, beautiful between the two. Cherno wins it, but they're pretty much both in contention. Now we're gonna see Plebian versus Oak. They fought yesterday as well in the winners bracket semi-final, I think. Yeah. In Subu's tournament, Oak won that encounter. Oak actually broke the curse yesterday. He was pretty much choking a lot of fights, and it became a little bit of a meme, but yesterday he managed to win the tournament at the last flag, So we gotta give him props for that.
Definitely. And it was not an easy time. He had to fight Jan several times. That's his worst matchup, so
Yeah,
props to Oak.
you cursed him. Here we go. Plebian on the left and Oak on the right. Press the like button. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, no surprise here.
Ooh, almost tagging the hand. Oak loves that false edge cut. One of the most powerful false edge cuts in the game. And it's a sidestep. There's something Samuel has too, actually. It's a very similar move. Reaches out a bit further for Sam. Nice hit.
Nice from Pleb. Oh! Two-piece combo there. Caught him off guard.
Yeah. Maybe a little complacent there. Oak can capitalize on that very quickly. There's another flag.
Yeah, and this move in particular, it's something that Oak used yesterday against Plebian, and it's a very risky move. And a gun goes low. 3 for Oak. Plebian needs to take some chances here. Zera doesn't have the best walk, but he has very good bursts, like very good dashes, retreats, even very good side steps.
Yeah, I think he's worried about whiffing, and that's why he's playing a very tight game, or trying to anyway, but Oak is just picking him apart bit by bit.
Yeah,
not rushing it too much,
Oak is
but
ready
pressuring
for that.
him.
That's the thing, because Oak is always ready for that, for traditional gameplay.
There it is, yeah. It targets Zera's hand in his neutral guard position too, which helps. So if Plebian does anything at all, and that blade is coming into the hand, it's gonna hit every time.
Yeah, I see a side step now and a
even
double.
Nice. And even his natural auto guard can be, I think, pressured by it as well if he's out of position. And Oak feinted that move, but then he switched it up. That was really nice.
It wasn't a bad intent there by Plebian, but Oak was just too sharp.
That's what happens, yeah.
And yesterday was also extremely sharp. Oh, this time he caught him.
Yeah, Oak was taking a bit of a risk there to finish it up. Plebian managed to... Not something to bet on, of course.
Double.
Definitely a reason to keep fighting. But Plebian can totally score maybe 2 more flags, who knows? Like, we've seen crazier things than that even. We've seen comebacks. I think he's looking for the comeback. I think he's got the mentality. We'll just see what happens.
Oh, nice
back wide though.
7-2, and Oak is looking scary. Oak is looking very scary. Let's see if we got Piper ready. Is Piper ready though? Oh, we can find out. Let's do Landsknecht versus Piper. Oh, Racer is here. Let me pronounce it the correct way. Landsknecht. There's Mr. Piper. Hopefully it works now.
Yeah, if you're too passive against Oak, he really doesn't have to change his game plan. It's move in when there's an opportunity, move out when you try to punish him. Especially if someone like Zera.
Yeah, the thing, not necessarily with Oak, but with Laszlo, generally speaking, is that you have two options. You're either aiming for his arm, or you're aiming for his belly. So you need to focus on attacks that can do that. Well, easier said than done, obviously.
Yeah.
But Lands on the left. Piper. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit of a bloodbath. Lanz is taking left side, Piper right side. Hopefully Piper's controller works now. Yeah, okay. Maybe it was just my Parsec who was being crazy.
Oh, Piper just going ham. This is a really interesting fight. Both using heavy blades that hit very hard. And not afraid to mix it up, but Piper losing that trade. Tarna is somebody who can try trading with Alex and sometimes will succeed. Not that time. Well, actually, I don't even know if he hit that time.
1-1.
That was fast from Piper.
Oh,
Nice.
2-1 from Lanz.
Yeah, that's really good from Lens. He's really not afraid to close the distance with Piper.
Double. And Piper, after this one, stay in so you can fight the info. For one,
Ooh,
actually
one.
not. If he's
Wins
losing,
the trade.
gonna give him a little bit of break.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Stab there. He does have good stabs too, that does help Tarnowski. And it goes pretty low, so Alex has a lot of trouble blocking it. Grab a 10, but gets pushed. Push! Oh, the back A from Piper. I think it didn't connect because he was in active phase of the draw cut. It's kind of subtle, but it is a move.
Oh, nice one.
Nice, Piper gets another flag back.
This is gonna be a quick fight, yeah. Very likely. Double. Thrust right in the belly. Lanz is playing a lot recently, and he's trying to understand the game a lot, and you can see it in the tournaments. He's doing well. 7-3. That's actually a very good win. Very good win for Landsknecht. Alright, let's move to Group B again. And let's do Oak versus Cherno. This one is a very important fight, and both Subu and Plebian hope that this fight is going to be a little bit one-sided, because both of these players have won their initial match. And Subu and Plebian need for one of these two to lose at the bigger margin. We'll see if it happens. But you know, it's not. We still have a couple of fights to play out, so it's not really decided. But for example, if this match ended in a 7-5 or 7-6, then Subu and Plebian would have to do some catch up. Still, number 3 spot takes you to the lower bracket, where it might seem that you know, you are closer to elimination, but at the same time, lower bracket matches are only one. It's only best of one, so it could be maybe psychologically easier to climb back.
Well, yeah, Cherno going with the classic game plan.
Yeah.
Those stabs come in so fast, and they are cancelable. Even
Nice.
during the active phase, so they can damage you. He can cancel the cork and still land a kill.
And we see something that Cherno was doing against you as well. Oh, nice one. Oko
Nice.
using the same move from yesterday. He's now employing a couple of more cuts when the opponent is waiting for a thrust. That makes him a bit unpredictable. Yeah, we've seen it there.
Yeah, and Jan's cuts reach far, and they're very good, as we've seen, at intercepting other cuts. So it's a very good way to stop Laszlo or Barabash from trying to call the shots with cuts of their own.
Double.
Nice. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, 3-piece combo there from Cherno, and he gets the flag. Two. Oh, going back to, and that's very smart from Cherno. He presented a little bit of a different gameplay in the first flags, but now he's quickly going back to the basics, and that can throw people off. 3-2. Oh, and again. But Oka already knows the game plan. Oh, he tried there, but a little bit out of range. It was one of those lunges that you made a little bit out of I wouldn't want to say fear, but yeah, I kind of know that feeling, like you're throwing something from a little bit further away than you would want, just because you're worried of an incoming attack. And if Cherno wins here at the okay, still a little bit tired at the big difference, then oh, that was a perfect counter there from Oak, but not enough, unfortunately. 6-2.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back. Cherno's doing a great job, and I think you might be happy to see the score.
Yeah, definitely. I like that he used that 3-piece. I did see that on my phone. That's kind of taking a page out of my book, because that's what I do oftentimes to change the pace. Sometimes with Bar even too, but it's nice to do it with Jan because he has the reach of his.
Yeah.
So it really forces both back.
a lot of forgotten moves and combos that players do not use anymore, and then you realize that every now and then they can actually be useful. I do that sometimes whenever I'm practicing with Isabelle. I'm literally going through her moveset and just kind of checking it again. Let's see, maybe there's something that, oh, nice one to the head. Maybe there's something that I forgot about, or maybe something that I can use in a certain circumstance. And yeah, sometimes I just completely forget about certain moves. 7-2. So now Group B is on fire because Cherno has actually given both Subu and Plebian more hope, and they're actually fighting right now. And whoever wins this will have a good chance of progressing through. Subu's actually in a very good position right now. If he manages to win this one, GG. There he is. Subu takes the left side, Plebian right side. Bara can be a little bit of a counter to Zera if played right. I actually managed to get some nice flags against Plebian yesterday, but he adjusted really well and eventually he got the win. Props to him, but Subu right now is actually Subu left side. Subu is a lot more experienced with Barabash right now, and a lot more active, and knows how to play this matchup much better. Oh, nice one. Catches the arm there, trying when he was trying a side step. Plebian with the first skill, oh, and he goes for the samurai, and then with the retreat, and that was very good for him too. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was saying earlier about Zera being a little bit more chaotic with, you know, with some attack burst, gets punished this time, but I think that's kind of Zera's bread and butter. Of course, you can play technical with him, but I think these dashes and combos can cancel the move there. Can make him very dangerous. Oh, Subu hits him twice. Zera does not flinch much. Oh, it's exactly the type of thing that you need to do. Like, I think probably Subu thought that he's gonna go for the second attack, which was the X. Subu punishes it immediately, but retreat attack there from Pleb. And again, 4-3. Yeah, Plebian is giving Subu stuff to think about. And I guess Plebian is playing like that because of the fight against Laszlo, where he tried to be very technical and patient, and it did not work in his favor. And Bara has the same, could have the same property as Laszlo, which is could pick you apart. Nice side step there, 4-4. Subu's also very locked in, although Plebian has been surprising with some of his attacks. Oh, cancelled his thrust there. Oh, trying to thrust, and the follow up there from Subu. 5-4. Oh, nice one. The way Plebian is playing right now is kind of exactly the way I play whenever I get the chance to play Zero. Obviously, I don't main him or anything, but when I play Zero, I kind of play like that. Just kind of moving back and forth, throwing a forward attack and then a back attack, and then, yeah. It's really nice. Oh, Subu takes the lead for the first time. Plebian still needs to be careful here. 7-5 actually. Yeah, Subu very resilient there. Did not fall too much for Plebian's tricks. But I have to give Plebian's props here because he brought something different to this fight. Something that worked. Maybe not all the way, but it did work. So congratulations on that. Good.
Yeah, good game, Plebian.
Now we're gonna do Piper versus Info. Finally. Yeah. Plebian is not in a very good spot, but he still has chances of qualifying. It all depends on what happens in the last matches. Piper here.
It looked like you did holy stance, Plebian, from looking back at the footage. He's wondering why his dash stopped there. Zara seemed to raise his sword up high. So I don't think he meant to, but I think he did holy stance or something.
Who's left? Piper's left. Yeah, Info did not have a great start, but a win here against Piper might actually give her the chance of going through, because Piper has also lost his match 7-3. Info lost 7-2. So if Info wins here, she could get a little bit of an advantage before the last round, where she has a direct matchup with Lunds, which could also be a match for a direct qualification actually. Waiting for Info here. There's Info. I will leave you to comment this one if you don't mind. I need to do a couple of things. Hopefully it doesn't end too fast, but with Piper, you know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, in fairness, Plebian, though, dashing in with Zara is pretty risky. I mean, I don't want to say I would have got the flag anyway, but, you know, I was ready for the dash in, so.
Info right side. Oh, okay, it's working. Nice. Oh.
Because the hand popped off pretty quick.
Martha versus Murray. Okay. Nice.
Ooh, double. So Rapier duel is pretty damn exciting. Piper with Marta, Info unsurprisingly with Marie. Info wanting to switch it up, of course, and Marie is her traditional main. Info should win this one, Seant says. Let's see what happens. Piper scored the first flag. Piper can play a pretty decent Marta as well. He's learned some tricks from me. Not that I'm the Marta expert or anything like that, but I do know some cheesy, simple strategies that can be played that will make Marta quite a menace for most characters, if not all. But a Marta expert would still slaughter me in a Marta mirror. Yeah, Piper just going ham using the push. She has a very good push. It's an attack in of itself. You don't even have to land the push to get something out of it. There's a stab from Info. Yeah, some support from Siant. Definitely appreciate that. Info having a rough time this tournament, but you never know. The nice thing about this format is twists are absolutely possible. Like what we saw of Oak. Oak did great initially, but then Cherno happens to main the perfect character to stop him and managed to make Oak lose by a lot. And that's where at least scoring, 4 flags, 5 flags can make a huge difference. If the other guy only scores 2 in one of the matches, that can make a huge difference. Stab from Info. And you know what? This format also lets you put on a good performance. Even if your chances of winning hypothetically were gone, remembering top 3 gets you to the second stage, but even if that doesn't happen, at least you have a chance to put on a show, to have some fun, and so it's not like you're just eliminated instantly. So that's always nice. And there is definitely more forgiveness in this kind of mode than, say, a single elimination. Where you're just eliminated. Anyway, let's focus on the fight. A thrust, I suspect, was done from too close by Piper. Hence why it missed. He didn't have the spacing. And Info, as Siant is saying, is starting to adjust. If not, has adjusted at this point. There's a nice twirly stab. That's a Calc sort of move. Calc has a thrust just like that. And Info has been playing a little bit of Calc, but now applies a similar tactic to Marie, which was really cool. Tactics from a character who's actually viable. That's always a good idea. Marta has similar sorts of moves too. Piper needs to be a little careful here. Marta is tanky, but ooh, yeah, stuff like that can still happen. The triangle perfectly placed to the wrist. Well, maybe it's better than people give it credit for. I mean, we said the same thing about the trick shot, how it has no recovery, it's easy to mess it up, but ever since I started practicing the trick shot, even Yawn mains have started throwing it instead of the corkscrew in very specific situations, and it works very well, so. Sometimes you just gotta practice those moves. I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. There are moves that are blatantly terrible, but I feel like most of them have a time and place where they will work. Okay, so that was 7-5. Just making sure I know if Venator can enter the score if he's not aware. 7-5 for Info. Info is obviously looking for some like a 7-0 victory or something, but that was still an impressive display.
Alright, I am back. What was the score?
7-5 for Info.
Okay, nice. Marie can do well against Marta, although Marta is a lot better these days. But in this matchup,
Yeah.
Marta can do well. Right.
Yeah, and it's just, and I think it's as simple as this. Marie has more reach. I think that's literally it because Marta benefits against most characters from having that reach advantage, but Marie has these deep lunges that Marta can't safely back Y against. So I think that plus her movement, even if she's statistically weaker, it still gives her tools to beat Marta with.
Yeah. All right. So the first 2 rounds are ready. So we have one more round to go. But before we do that, let's have a look at the groups and see what is needed for each player. So in Group A, I have 14 points. Number 1. So I'm most likely going to be number 1 or number 2 here. Lanz is number 2 with 11. Info has 9 points and they are about to fight. So Info will need a win at 2 points difference, so a 7-5 for example, to take his place in the winners bracket. And Piper has 8 points, so he might get the 3rd place with the win against me, or with a good number of flags, if Lanz or Info do not score too many flags in their own match. So Piper is also depending on what's happening in the other one. Group B, Cherno has 14, Subu has 12, just 2 points behind, Oak 9, and Plebian 7. So Subu and Oak are fighting directly, 3 points difference between them. If Oak wins at 3 points difference, takes Subu's spot in the winners bracket, so a 7-4 win is needed. And the Plebian, the same situation as Piper. He needs a win, and he needs to hope that one of the two, Subu or Oak, are not going to score too many flags. So pretty similar situations. And we're actually going to start with Group B here, because we had Group A. And the next fight is actually going to be Plebian versus Cherno. So for Plebian, it's pretty simple. He needs to win here to have a good chance of going through. He might go through with maybe 5 flags or something. No, probably not. It really depends on what's going on in the other fight. But the other fight needs to be a wash, like 7-0 or something like that. It's most likely not going to happen. But with the win here, he may have the chance of getting the 3rd place. Plebian's left, Cherno on the right. There's Plebian. Here we go. Plebian on the left, Cherno on the right. But Cherno's looking great, and I think Plebian is actually going to have a very tough time here. And also Cherno does not, I'm pretty sure he does not want to lose the top spot. Plebian on the left, Cherno on the right. For a very simple reason. Subu is only 2 points behind him, and if Subu wins his fight against Oak, then and Cherno does not score too many flags against Plebian, then there is a chance that Cherno might lose the 1st spot in the group. And as you know, theoretically, 1st place in the group gives you a oh, nice thrust to the face, a more accessible opponent, theoretically. Double.
Nice. Plebian is throwing some attacks here, not being too passive, playing in a very measured way all the same though, not going completely bananas. That's really what you need, those bursts from Zera.
Oh.
Nice trade there. That tends to favor Zera. If Plebian can just secure hits to the head, Cherno is going to have a lot of problems.
Double.
Ooh, I think he did a stab there, even though it looked a little strange. Or a cut. It could have been a cut as well. Because Zera does have a dropping cut with just regular Y that does come out faster than you expect. It's kind of one and done sort of move, but sometimes it can catch you off guard.
Oh.
Nice stab.
Yeah, Cherno needs to be careful with because Plebian is aiming to land that whenever he can.
Yeah.
He is throwing some cuts every now and then, but make no mistake, his intent is to throw that thrust. Because of the height, it usually goes
Nice push.
over Isabella's guard and kills her. Unless you're standing perfectly still. There are some moves in the game that if you're moving or doing something or they usually just get you. And the only way to kind of block them is just to stand perfectly still. 4-1 here for
I think he
Plebian.
tried something there.
Cherno needs to be very careful.
Yeah, he's turning up the heat a little bit now that he senses his advantage, Plebian that is. There's a stab.
Yeah, and Cherno needs to be very careful because he's oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Sidestep. His top spot might drop maybe even to number 3 if he's not careful. Oh,
Thrust. Oh. Yeah, that's another way to counter those sorts of attacks, is to sidestep, especially against Zera. Zera is not very good against sidesteps.
Yeah, it's something that I tried yesterday with Bara, and I got some success, but not all the way against Plebian, because whenever I fight against Zera, it's exactly what I'm looking for, just to dance around him. Oh, again.
Oh, too complacent. It's tough sometimes, though. I get why Cherno was trying to sort of play defensive and hope for a mistake. It's just sometimes that's what Plebian wants. Oh, almost landed that there. That would have been it if he was closer. And oh, he dashes into a second thrust, and that's it.
7-3. Plebian did his job here. Managed to do what Subu and Oak weren't able to. Actually, if I'm thinking about it, maybe Jan would have probably been a better choice here, because Isabella, although evenly matched with Zera, sometimes if you're not on your top game with her, it can end really badly against him. Right, so Cherno is still number 1 with 17 points. Plebian has 14 now. Subu with 12 and Oak with 9. Let's go. Subu versus Oak. Very complicated.
Oh, I didn't mean the
group.
dash. Yeah. Yeah, that happens to the best of us. Cherno, I've done it before as well.
Very, very complicated group. Subu in a good position to take the first place here. Yeah, it's anything can happen here. So let's just do this fight, and we can see what happened after, because there are too many calculations. And although I like to tell people like, oh, you need this or you need that, sometimes it's just better on you just focus on winning the fight and see what happens. And another yawn here for Oak. Oak had an amazing start. It would be a little bit of a shame to see him out of the competition from the group stage. But I've seen that happening a lot in football as well, where you also have groups of 4. Double. long guard. Oh, nice. And another one. If Oak manages to get the win at 3 points difference here, oh, nice. The third cut there, the Subu was talking about lands this time, but he would be able to get a second place. Oh, nice from Subu there, 2-2. Called his lunge there. Oak was able to employ that lunge a lot yesterday, and he was successful with it, but he had a little bit of a setup. If he's throwing it nakedly, it's not gonna work against somebody like Subu. Subu's throwing that forward B cut a lot. I think it's a little bit of an underrated new move from Jan. I've also managed to get a few flags yesterday with it, and I was actually quite surprised. So there you go again, 3-2. Because when it comes to forward B, I was always nice forward cut there. I was always kind of focused on Bara's forward B being just better and Young's being bad. Oh, nice cork. 4-3. Jan also has a good combo to hit the leg from that forward B. Laszlo also has some options. Oh, tried the 3-piece, but from too far away and predictable. 4-4. This is the point where Oak needs to get every flag. Oh, nice cork there from Subu. 5-4. Well, Oak is still in this, but if he wins this, oh. Oh, it gets tagged again. Double. Oak is also a fantastic Jan player, so I don't know, maybe if this matchup proves to be very, very tough, maybe in the future it's a solution to. But yeah, Oak is kind of like me, stubborn to use his main and adapt and adjust and learn. Kind of have the same mindset. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's detrimental. Subu there. Oh! And hits his belly. 6-4. Yeah, Subu very active. And, oh, try the cork, they're punished instantly. Beautiful from Oak. Oak gets the 5th flag, and things get complicated. Thrust. Oh, and another cork. 7-5 there for Subu. And great fight between the two.
Yeah, good game.
Oh. And the standings are in. Subu takes first place. Congratulations. Cherno takes second place with 17 points. And Oak actually managed to salvage here the situation, to save the situation here with his 5th flag, which was the one where he parried the corkscrew. Because he got 14 points. Plebian also got 14 points, but Oak is -2 and Plebian is -3. So just one flag in difference that keeps Oak in the competition. Plebeian, thank you very much for competing. Very, very close of getting, but it was a very tough group, so somebody had to go out. Unfortunately, it is gonna be you. But I'll see you on the next one, on the round, on the random character if you want to compete. Speaking of which, after we're done with the group stage, we're gonna take a short break, and I'm gonna post the announcement for that one as well. Right. Let's move to Group A because we have some business to finish there as well.
Yeah, I was so close to enabling Plebian to join. But yeah, that was a great fight. I was trying Plebian. Obviously, I was looking for the best win possible regardless, so.
Yeah. It's Piper versus me now. Piper is in a pretty similar situation as Plebian. He's last right now in the group, but with a win against me, he would have a chance. Here we go. And after that, we're gonna get Info versus Landsknecht, and that's gonna be a very interesting fight because they're very close in points, and one of them is gonna get a ticket to the winners bracket, which obviously guarantees at least 3 more sets to play.
Also, welcome Victor in the chat.
Welcome.
Cheering on the long swords.
Yeah. Come on, Piper.
Okay, I mean, Venator is the favorite, I would say, in this fight, but if Piper causes enough chaos, Alex will give Venator some problems. That's really what it's going to come down to. Can Venator just bring order to chaos, or is Piper just going to find some way to use jank to his advantage, or just the chaos of his offensive pressure, whatever it is? Well, a flawless victory is off the table for Piper at this point. Yeah, that's a tough ask against Venator, to be fair. Big cut from Piper. That was really smart, actually. It's from long guard, so you can use it to parry a thrust, and as the opponent's recovering, that cut just comes straight to the head. Nice combination from Venator, very intelligent aiming for the body as well, but I think it was only the snap cut that landed. The stab from Piper, that's not a very good move for the most part. It sometimes does get past the guard, but you're locked into it if it fails, and it doesn't do much damage or stun. Especially against someone with a sword forward like Isabella, I would say it's not the best of moves. Yeah, he does land it there, but you can see how it just basically did nothing. And Piper got tired. If anything, the stamina cost is probably higher than the damage he actually landed, because it wasn't even a headshot. Big cuts. But there's the posta de Vena. Very smart move there. Goes straight to the body. Jump. The push. Yeah, and this is where Piper, yeah, nice grab. He's been throwing grabs in out of nowhere too, not just pushes, which is really smart by him. And that's where Piper's at his best. High guard, but there's the stab. It doesn't quite work. Well, it doesn't quite kill the opponent, I should say. It did work. There's a good stam. One more needed for Venator. High guard, almost punishing there. Alex has hand protection facing upward too. It's not just the fact that his guard is up, so you can't even snipe the hand oftentimes. But there's a good grab from Venator. Nice move to counter Piper
GG
with.
Piper. So such a fun fight. Very fast paced. Unfortunately, Piper is not gonna make it. I mean, I was kind of already qualified to the next round, but I have to be fair to Info and Lanz and just give my best in that fight. Actually, Piper is number 3 right now, and if Lanzknecht manages to defeat Info at 7-1 or 7-0, Piper will move through. Crazy. So he still has a chance. Very small, but he still has a chance. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's why we tell you to not give up, Info. You've got your shot to at least get that 3rd place.
Lanzknecht versus Info, but something tells me that it's going to be a close fight, and I actually kind of favor Info here. Something tells me that if she plays somebody like Marta, for example, it could be like if she plays Marie, I think it would be a little bit suicidal against somebody like Lanz. Here we go. Lanzknecht on the left, Info on the right. Oh. Marie. All right. Let's see how it goes. Marie versus Tarnowski. Are you here, Subu?
Yeah.
Alright, because I need to just go for a second. Just get the dogs in.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, this is usually a bad matchup for Marie, I would say. Tarna's just more powerful. That's all there is to it. And he has a decent thrust. And that blade beat is an attack in of itself, not just a blade beat. Beautifully done right there. Info's gotta be careful. The win condition, at least the condition to, what I mean by that is the condition to get into qualification is pretty straightforward to achieve on paper, but in such a mismatched fight, anything can happen. And I mean that as far as characters, of course, not skill. Yeah, Lanz is looking for that blade beat, and the nice thing about that one is it's very subtle. It's a quick little flick that knocks the blade down. It's not an exaggerated move that Info will have an easy time punishing. Although the follow-up is slow, so it's kind of balanced by that. But that follow-up, all the same, will often catch a character on the stun. And it does have a lot of power, so you can't just double or try to double and hope you're good to go. Doubling's always a bad idea, of course, on purpose, unless it's your only option. And so, especially with Marie, you don't want to do that. Okay, a lot of back and forth here. Lanz can't really push an offensive here because his mobility has been removed. But Info also doesn't want to throw this flag away. Tarnowski can reach out much further than you think. And this is what you should do, especially with Marie. You got to use the point. You got to use the reach. You can't be getting into a brawl with Tarnowski. A ball, that would be interesting. Leech the blade down. That's what Tarnowski, Lange Connect in particular, wants.
Oh wow, only 3 flags played.
Yeah, Info with one of the flags managed to take out his mobility, so there was a little bit of a staring contest as they both tried probing each other. So Info was playing it really intelligently, considering the disadvantages of her character. Marie's like the rogue. She has to keep moving. She has to avoid brawling with the warrior.
Yeah. I think maybe when somebody's hurt, maybe some debuffs, some more debuffs need to be applied, because the meta right now when somebody's hurt, I'm not saying this happened with Lance because I haven't seen it, but the meta is like you're standing there waiting for your opponent to come in to do something, and then when they commit to their attack, you also attack as well and get a double, or maybe even get lucky and actually get the kill. So my point is that when characters get hurt, sometimes they get even stronger by the fact that they don't move, and they have this let's call it excuse of not engaging, right? Because you can't even engage when you're very hurt, so you're just waiting for that to happen. It's actually very difficult to kill somebody that is hurt, unless they drop their sword, of course.
Yeah. I do like that they still have a fighting chance, though, so there's definitely a balance to be struck. Nice.
Yeah.
Gets the kill there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't
Something
be
to
like
talk
good
about,
for
yeah.
good for dead, just but good as dead, but maybe a little bit more attention to wounds.
Yeah, I hear you. Lange likes that blade beat into cut combo, yeah?
I would also love something, because I was actually talking to him today, something related to body shots. When somebody gets... oh, there you go, there's a body shot. When somebody's hit in the body, maybe there could be some, like a bigger stamina penalty or something like that. Because, for example, when you're getting hit with a punch in the body, that's usually something that's like kind of takes your air out. But when you get hit with the metal weapon, it could be even worse than that. Of course, if it's like a superficial cut, that's something else. But if you get like a thrust to the body, that's problematic.
Yeah, and if your opponent extracts the rapier, it would cause more bleeding. So that would be another way you could explain that type of effect.
Yeah.
That your stamina is not what it used to be. You're just losing a bunch of blood from possibly 2 wounds, actually, not just one, if it came out the back, if you think about it like that.
Like, I agree that people could still keep fighting. Like, it's not necessarily a battle-ending wound, but it would significantly weaken you in that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, because obviously the problem with thrusts is they're lethal. Like, IRL, they're lethal. But sometimes they don't have that stopping power. But afterwards, if it's some seconds afterwards, like the weapon is pulled out, that's going to have an effect over time. So... yeah, I agree. There should definitely be a consequence to being run through. I mean, hot take. Getting run through by a rapier should have some kind of consequence beyond just HP damage.
Yeah, I invite anybody. Like, you can take a thrust to the body unarmed with.
Yeah. No.
Nice. Push attempt.
That would not.
The grab. Yeah, 7-4, and Lands wins it. Info had some very good moments there, actually. Just a little bit unlucky. Lanzknecht managed to win this. But we're going to have a look at the rankings, and then I'm going to continue with my thought there. Here we go. So in Group A, I am number one with 21 points. Landsknecht, 18 points, takes number two, qualifies to the winners bracket. Info qualifies to the next stage as the third place competitor. Piper, unfortunately, with three defeats and only 11 points, will be eliminated. Thank you very much, Piper. Unfortunately, the curse on my tournaments continues. Um, in Group B, Subu, after an initial loss, managed to actually claim the group, taking number one spot. Chernobyl takes second place. Oak, with the last possible breath, takes third place. And Plebian, unfortunately, although valiant effort, he is eliminated. It's always sad to say like this person is eliminated because I think everybody, even Piper, deserved to go through, but that's the way it is. So yeah, let's quickly have a look at the final stage. So I'm gonna face Chernobyl. Subu's gonna face Landsknecht. Then Info and Oak are waiting for their opponents in the lower bracket. You guys already know how things work.
Hmm.
Two sets. Flags are also important, but not more important than winning the set. And yeah, even Piper. Yeah, I said even Piper because he lost all his fights, so I said that he even him deserved to maybe go through. Um, yeah, wanted to finish my idea earlier with thrust. Like even with the a feather, uh, just if you're unarmed and you get the thrust to the body, that's not gonna feel good. Like you feel it with
No. Yeah.
like you feel it even with Gambison on. Like it
Right. Yeah.
feels. In fact, for people who may have never fenced before, um, just to give you an idea on how things go when you're sparring. The thing is, so when you get hit with the metal sword, the only thing that doesn't happen is just that you don't get the actual wound on you. Like you may get a bruising a little bit, but the impact is the same. Like you feel it. Like for example, if somebody hits you in the head or somebody hits you in the hands or in the body, like the impact is felt a lot. It's just that it doesn't cause the actual damage of hitting without protection. So what I'm trying to say is that protection does not necessarily take anything out of the force of the blow. I
Mm.
remember once
Yeah.
in a sparring, I was an idiot and used those red dragon gloves. Probably you
Oh
guys,
no.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
I
they,
know all about that. Yeah.
yeah, because they felt better, because they had the fingers and everything. And then at one point, somebody hit my finger, caught my finger between the sword and their sword. Honestly, I felt like puking in that moment. Like
Yeah.
it was terrible. And since then, I'm only using mittens, those big
Right.
mittens, because it's just
Yeah.
not something that you need to joke around. So sometimes it can actually get scary even with gear on. Whenever
Yeah.
you get hit by one of those, and when you get hit to the head, imagine like you have a bucket on your head and somebody hits it with something. It's exactly the same feeling. So it's not fun at all. Um,
Yeah. And sometimes there's freak accidents too, even with fencing foils, where the blunted tip falls off or something goes wrong with the steel,
oh
and then
yeah,
a jagged piece of steel can still pierce you. It might not pierce as far as an actual sword would, but still potentially fatal.
yeah, it happened before with some, because for example, people who train a lot and fence a lot, like those swords eventually break. and it could
Yep.
actually happen in a situation like this, and you can actually get hurt.
Yep.
Um, 1 second. Just making a little bit of an announcement here.
Okay.
Immediately after this one, we're gonna do a um, round robin. Sorry, not round robin. A random character
Right.
tournament.
Yeah.
Because we're definitely gonna finish on time.
Yeah.
And the way it's gonna be, unless we have a small number of competitors, like six. If we have over six, or seven, eight, or more, we're gonna do in the winners bracket. We're gonna do double elimination. In the winners bracket, we're gonna do best of three, Six Flags, and then the lower bracket, one fight, Six Flags. So those are the rules. In case you're wondering, we're keeping it Six Flags just to finish a little bit earlier, and yeah, just making
Yeah.
the announcement right now.
I had a thought about Marie just now too. Obviously, one of the things she has to deal with is being hit in the head and winning trades. I wonder if she got more what are called covered thrusts, where you stab high and the blade is in the way. And that's how a lot of rapierists avoid exactly that situation, is they're stabbing you and also the blade is in the way. I think she has a few that are supposed to do that, but they don't. So I wonder if they were made more effective, if that would help as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of what Inquartada is supposed to be as well, but it's hard to do deliberately.
Characters.
Yeah, just a thought maybe to send Kubl's way.
Yeah. Oh, I pressed enter by mistake.
Yeah, maybe if it hits the strong Seont, you'd have a chance of blocking it. That'd be my suggestion to alleviate that. Especially if it's by the guard of the rapier. There's still plenty of weight there. That's where most of the weight on a rapier is, actually,
All right.
by
So
far.
announcement posted. Feel free to join. I reckon this event will be done in about an hour or so, and after that we're gonna do the thing. Oh, let me also announce that it's a minor tournament. Yeah, but minor tournaments are still a grand point. So if you get a top three spot, because I see random character tournaments. Like, of course, they're random and you can get any character, but the thing is, everybody's kind of equal. You know, it's like a game of poker. Like, you can get a good hand, you can get a bad hand. It depends on how you play it. But the thing is that the tournament has multiple rounds, right? And maybe
Hmm.
this round you're gonna get something bad. This round you're gonna get something good. It's all about adaptability and versatility. The more characters you know how to play, the more successful you can be. Right. Let's get back to our tournament here. We're back with the elimination stage, and the first set of fights, actually, is going to be between me and Chernobyl. Going to be very tough. We actually fought yesterday in the samurai thing, and it wasn't easy. And after that, we're going to do Subu versus Lunds. I have to say I'm not happy that Plebian was eliminated, but I am happy that Oak is still in the competition, because after yesterday's performance and the way he actually started this tournament, he was Sam. he was doing great, and it would have been a shame not to continue. Maybe I'm gonna regret that later if he knocks me out.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. All right, Sam.
Okay, I'll be right back.
What? Yeah, Sam kind of has the same problem as Isabella. When he dashes to the side, he's prone to getting hit. Gotta be careful with that. Oh.
Alright, I'm back. Looks like Venator had a good start here. Samuel here. Cherno, nice sidestep there. Barely enough stamina.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking about false edge cut. Samuel has a very powerful one too, actually. That's very similar to Laszlo's. It does work differently, but depending on how you hit her blade. I mean, it's kind of already in the game in the form of weak versus strong. The problem is that thrusts, and this is a suggestion that Carlos made, which I do agree with, that it's easier to beat the blade when you're thrusting. And I think that should still be the case. I don't think that should be removed, because it's just simple physics. If you're moving your blade forward and you're not trying to adjust it based on pressure from the side, or from above, whatever it is, it's easier to displace it compared to a cut. Oftentimes, anyway. But the problem is that mechanic doesn't take into account the physics that are actually at play. So, I think a strong versus weak, like info suggesting, could still be added, and it could still be satisfying. Where you can still beat aside thrusts and displace them, but if you set up a thrust just right, you can shield yourself. And I think it is possible because we've already seen that the Incortada occasionally can actually cover you and land a stab, as well as a few others. So I think it is doable. And Marta already has a bunch of tools that do just that, even if it's beat, because she has good recovery after. So if that could be adjusted as well. But she gets more ability to cover herself, that would be good. But Marie especially, like, she even has a high guard thrust. It's called Rule 3, I think, in Fabrice, but, you know, it's basically high guard by the game's logic. She does have a stab that I think should also do that from there. And it would just make rapiers more dynamic because you have an input then that covers you from a brainless blade beat or cut. And hopefully has a good chance of killing as well. So, because a lot of the sabers and the longswords have these sort of single tempo moves. In simple terms, I think rapiers should have them too. And it shouldn't be like only possible if you if you're out of range, I guess is what I'm saying. Anyway, let's focus on this fight here. It's actually really intense and even, in fact. Which is a testament to how good Chernobyl is. Nice high guard cut. Venator needing one more now. He's very good at placing that high guard cut. Thrust attempt. No dice. There's high guard from Venator, but then goes for a stab. That's very smart. Now a high guard. Trying to keep his opponent on his toes there. There's a nice back Y though. Very easy move to land. Didn't quite do a lot of damage, but long term, any damage can have quite an effect on the stamina. Iron Gate from Venator. It's actually quite a nice stance. He's been using all of Isabella's stances lately, which I like. I think that's the best way to get the most out of her. Of course, using them all successfully is easier said than done. You have to master the character to do that, but I think in general it's a good idea. It's one of the fundamental strengths of their character. Nice stab to the hand.
Alright, 7-5. A good fight there. Cherno is now going to be on the left. I am going to be on the right. Winning the set is very important, but the flag difference is not big. Sam again, and honestly I don't see any reason why he'd switch, because he was pretty successful.
Wait for the Y cut. Then he switches it up. That was good from Cherno. Got Venator into a bit of a rhythm, so to speak, but then went for an angle that was quite different. That B cut is underrated for Samuel, I think. It actually goes kind of high. It can cover Sam a little bit. And it comes in faster, I think, than the Y cut. At least that specific Y cut, not the back Y or something like that, of course. Which he does just as I say it, the back Y. And then the down forward X, that's another fast move. And it's able to punish Venator's high guard. Very good play from Chernobyl. But there's a hit from Venator that's pretty huge against somebody like Samuel who doesn't have much HP. Cherno tired. There, Venator almost eating that cut to the head. That might have actually killed him. We've seen that before with some characters. There's definitely was a possibility. But I like that Venator was initially trying to be patient. Got the well-deserved kill there. There's a back Y. And I like what Cherno's doing, just using a bunch of snap cuts. Quick attacks to tag Venator on those big movements that he sometimes does, like with the high guard and these types of things. But there it is. This time Venator spaces him just right. Left X, yeah, that goes straight to Isabella's head. Another good move. And that's really the key of sabers. You really want to hit Isabella's head. Often the fact that you're using it in one hand gives you those types of angles. So definitely want to make best use of them. Samuel blocked that post to Donna. He was out of measure anyway, so it wouldn't have landed regardless, but he still stopped it dead with the power of his guard. Oh, the down forward X and the back Y. That was fast. Very intelligent use of that move. And this is another disputed fight. I'd say even more so. Vendor with a bit of low guard. I think that was blade away briefly too. It could have just been auto guard as well though. But there's the high guard cut. Venator's very good at placing that move, even when you think you've got your bases covered. And that's a good sidestep attempt from Cherno, but I wonder if Venator was baiting that in there, because he kind of waited for a second and then did a sidestep. That was very smart. Yeah, Cherno thought for sure that he had him, but yeah, that's one of Isabella's good forcing moves there that Warden loves throwing. Posta Divina. Posta Divina. High guard from Cherno. Yeah, Sam has some interesting guard positions too. I wish that broken wrist would be fixed though. Looks pretty hideous sometimes. Oh, a stab from Venator. Posta Divina, but there's a hit to the head. Sidestep. Yeah, I like what Cherno's doing. It's just you gotta be so careful not to stay at long range for too long. Oh, barely snags the double. Very good try from Venator, almost securing the win. And a stab to the body.
GG, great fight. Great pick, actually, I have to say. Sam can prove to be a tough matchup for Isabella. But Cherno will continue in the lower bracket. And Cherno and Oak are actually going to fight again. That's one of the things with this group stage format, is that people get to fight again. And now we're going to have Subu versus Lanzknecht. It's going to be a great fight. Most likely a saber fight. I advise Subu not to take Lanzknecht lightly here, because he can produce some interesting surprises. I'm just gonna tag you here just so Lanz know that he's right side. Very interesting fight. Immediately after that, we're moving to the lower bracket. There's Lanzknecht. What do you think about this fight?
I agree that I definitely shouldn't take him lightly. My plan is to stay solid, not to mess around. Similar to Piper, he really wants to create a little bit of chaos, although he's a bit more measured than Piper. I still think he, because he plays Tarnowski, is looking for those opportunities, so just gotta watch for them.
Lanzknecht right side, yeah. Oh, Jacek.
Jacek, okay.
He's been playing him a little bit recently, but we'll see. Some feints. Lands a little bit more calculated. Oh, and a nice high guard attack. or I don't know, let's call it a chop or something. Oh, Siant joined the random character tournament. Welcome, Siant. I haven't seen you in some time. Oh, by the way, I forgot to put in the announcement that the random tournament is also going to run on the speed mod.
Oh yeah.
We'll edit the announcement after this fight. 2 flags now for Lans. Still a lot to play for. And Subu gets his first flag. That's exactly the type of thing that you don't need to do against Subu, which is when you get a flag advantage and then you think, oh, I'm going to surprise him with a short burst. That's exactly the moment when he's the most ready for it. Oh, he caught him there with the retreat, the down back attack. Oh, good combination there, 4-1. Oh, nice 2-piece combo. Subu gets his second flag. Looks like it was a good switch here for Lans. Oh, nice side step. Because Jacek is obviously faster, and him and Tarna actually share a couple of moves. Tarna would have been a little bit too slow for Bara, in my opinion. Not saying that he couldn't win, but Bara's fast, and Subu knows that. Try to push there, went for another attack, but Subu punished it. 4-4. A good start there from Lans, but Subu's back in the game. Lans needs to find some other ways of attacking Subu's guard. I think he has a little bit more reach advantage, but not much. Jacek is usually very good with the side step combos, but so is Bara. So Bara could easily call out Jacek's side step attempts. Tried to dash in. Subu was, I think he was expecting it. 5-4. And now Lans gets 1 flag back. And this is good for his morale because he has been losing a couple of flags, and getting 1 back here helps him. And regardless of how this fight ends, he will have a good chance in the second set. Subu is tired, but he has a couple of tricks in his bag. Lans is waiting for... but he's back. Oh, tried again. The big lunge did not work. 6-5. Nice side step. Blocked there by Landsneck. Oh. I think dash. Another dash punch. Oh, what a crazy flag. Subu's also tired. Oh, what a crazy flag. Lans did not want to lose this flag. He was like, I'm gonna throw everything I have. And they both got tired, and I think they're both hurt. Actually, I'm not sure if Subu's hurt. Maybe just got tired, but after a few attempts. Oh, and it ends in a double fair. Bara goes low. Oh, and a nice chop. 7-5. Subu prevails here, but all to play for. Actually, let's keep it like this. But as I said, it's always good to win the set, because whatever happens, you know that you're gonna go into that tiebreak. Swap sides. And you know that your opponent needs to win the second set. But the difference here between this and a regular best of 3 is that even the guy that lost the first set can actually go with a little bit of an advantage in the tiebreak, depending on how the first one went. So wins, so set wins and flags matter. Going back to Tarna. Gets the first kill. Sometimes picking a character that is seen as worse, but the character that you have more experience with can work in your favor. I mean, it usually works more in your favor. And that's because of the beautiful combo there from Lansnick. That's because of the matchup experience. Because when you're playing main, nice snap cut there from Subu. When you're with your main, you kind of know all the matchups. You know what works. You know what weaknesses you have, and you can use them to your advantage. When you're playing a new character, of course, there is the element of surprise, but you might not know the matchup too well, and it can end very badly. Goes low. 3-3. Lance looked like he threw his sword there. Oh, nice snap cut there from Subu. Very fast move. Immediately after this, we're going to do Cherno versus Oak. Best of 1. And after that, the info versus the loser of this one. Oh, goes low for the leg. I really like that move, and the animation looks amazing. I'm glad that Subu's using it. 4-3. Oh, I thought Subu was gonna get that one, but it was inches away. 4-4. Still a very disputed matchup. Subu won the first set, and overall he has, I was about to say 2 flags advantage, but now it's only 1. Oh, nice 2-piece there from Lance, and Lance actually has a very good opportunity of winning this at 7-4, which would give him 3 flags in the tiebreak compared to Subu's 2. But as I said, this is where Subu gets the most dangerous, when he's 3 flags behind. 3 flags away from losing. Oh, Lanz is moving forward. I'm not sure if he meant to do that or just some problem. Because whenever you see somebody just walking forward, oh, beautiful combination. 7-4. Guys, keep the same sides. 3 flags versus 2. I'm just gonna put it in Discord. Very disputed. So this is very simple. Subu needs to score 3 flags. Lanz needs to score 2. So it's still very disputed. Just pick. No, don't swap sides. Lanz, take left. I'm not sure if he's listening. And Subu right, okay. Subu. And Yatsik again. Guys, just a reminder, for every other tournament that we're going to have from now on. When we get to the tiebreak, we're not switching sides. We're just going to keep the same side that we had in the second fight. Just to keep things a little bit faster with the names and everything. Yeah. So now we're getting into one of these very close tie breaks. Oh, and Lan's advantage is now gone. Pretty simple from now on. Each fighter needs 2 flags to move on to the next round. A closer fight than I had expected. I was favoring Subu to win, but Lan's being very unorthodox with Tarna made things a little bit more complicated. Thrust attempt. These body thrusts are very dangerous. You can get countered pretty easily, unless it's oh. You know, Subu's gonna call you out, Lance, for that, so do not worry about it. He's not afraid to engage whatsoever. That's one of the things that makes him successful. He's not afraid in getting in ugly exchanges. Oh, thrust there, and again, as I said, the thrust is not very effective against somebody that can cut to the head. Subu recovers the deficit, and now he's just 1 flag away from winning against Tarna. Against the Lanz. Sorry, he's playing Tarna. Again, the same thrust. Ends in a double. Subu seems very confident. He still has 2 flags to work with here. Stab! And we're down to the last flag. Down to the last flag. This is potentially the fight of the night. 1 fighter will go through to the winner's bracket, and Subu gets 1 hit in. Landsknecht 1 flag away from winning. Subu 1 flag away from winning. Push! Oh! Oh! Unlucky there for Lanz, but Subu's grit actually saved him. Congratulations, Subu wins it. Actually, no, Subu actually dodged back when Lanz threw the attack, so that kind of saved him there. Let me have another look at it on my phone. Oh no! It actually went to his shoulder. Yeah, it is what it is. Things happen. It happens to the best of us. Subu wins 14-13 and moves to the semifinals. Landsknecht will fight Info again in a few moments. Let me explain to
Yeah, so looks like Landsnecht wasn't very aware of how it works. Um, yeah, well, now he knows. Now he knows. Subu, you here? Maybe he's muted or something. Anyway, let's do Cherno versus Oak. Poor Yetsik's blunt sword. Yeah, man, that I hate it when that happens. But it is what it is. My consolation to that is that, you know, sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it works in the favor of the opponent. So eventually it kind of checks out. That's kind of how I like to think about it. So I won't range. Cherno versus Oak again. And this is a pretty interesting fight because in the group stage, Cherno won 7-2. Using Jan against Laszlo, a pretty bad matchup for Laszlo. So I'm actually quite interested to see if Oak is now going to use Laszlo again and try to adapt, or maybe choose a different character. By the way, Subi, if you're saying something, you're muted. Is Oak ready? Oh, there he is. I thought it was something wrong with the streamer. Yeah, probably Subu went to chill out a little bit after that crazy fight. Yeah, so again, for those who maybe are not used to the system that I use, so it's a custom system made specifically for my events in Hellish Quart, which is we play 2 matches of 7 flags. Cherno on the left, Oak on the right. We play 2 matches of 7 flags. If one player wins both matches, obviously they move through. If the score is 1-1, we go into a tiebreak, but it's not going to be a full set. We're only going to use the remaining number of flags for each player. So if you win 7-4, you have 3 flags left. If you win 7-5, you have 2 flags left. If you win 7-0, you have 7 flags left. So think of it as a first to 14 system. Maybe it's a good idea to just post it every time I organize a tournament, in case somebody is not used to it. The reason why I use it is because I feel it's kind of custom made for Hellish Quart, and it becomes a little bit more dramatic with a lower number of flags. Oh, nice quirk there from Cherno. Oh, nice thrust there from Oak. Did not expect that, but it did work. Chop 2-1. Oak got a good kill there with that stab, but I'm not sure if it's reliable enough against somebody like Jan. because even as a counter, Jan has that ability to just back quite quickly and has plenty of range to work with. Oh, a little bit tired here, Cherno. I think he tried a little bit too much there. 2-1. Reminder, this is a best of one fight. And also in the house rules, so lower bracket is always just one fight. Oh, nice one to the arm.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, welcome back.
Okay. Yeah, something with Discord, I guess.
Oh, I see. I see. A great fight with Lans there. The last flag was crazy.
Yeah.
Got a little bit lucky, but as I said earlier, I feel that it checks out. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. And
Yeah.
today was your turn to get a little bit lucky.
Mm-hmm. And Jan has better stats, I would say, as far as HP too. So I can feel a little bit less bad about that, and from that perspective, Jan's kind of known for some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Cherno loves that, by the way. He does that snap cut when he's tired, so he has his own move list when he's tired. Because Jan can do the same thing Bar can. Just not his side steps aren't as quick, but he can do that as well.
Yeah. I was also saying because Lans also had some questions about the house rules earlier. Also for lower bracket, we do best of one. Obviously, you, for example, you prefer to still do best of 3 or other. Oh, Cherno still gets the 5.
Yeah.
And that's just the preference. The reason why I like to keep it best of 1 is lower bracket becomes a little bit more tense. Oh, again, a nice quick cut. A little bit more tense because just best of 1. And post division. Oh, nice one there. And I think each system has its own charm. It puts players in different situations.
Yeah. So obviously you didn't hear me, but I was mentioning the corkscrew kind of works as a covered thrust sometimes as well. Sometimes you can throw a cut into it, but the guard's in the way because the cork has been launched, and you're safe and you stab your opponent. So I was just saying that's an example of something that rapiers could get. Obviously, I don't think they should be as powerful or hard to counter as the cork necessarily, but just the idea of covering yourself and stabbing.
Oak tried to use thrusts of his own against the Cherno, and he actually managed to get a couple of them to land, so it wasn't necessarily a bad plan, but Jan has more range, better thrusts, and I know that Oak is always he has this philosophy of just trying new things and see what he could employ, but unfortunately it didn't go his way, and Cherno wins again, and he is eliminated. But we're waiting for Oak on the random character tournament, where I'm pretty sure he's going to perform really well. Now we're gonna do Landsknecht versus Info again. It was a very close fight in the group stage. Landsknecht might be a little bit maybe demoralized after being so close of clinching that fight against you. It did happen to me a couple of times, I have to admit, when I'm like very close of winning set, and then going back to the lower bracket, I can't pull myself again to just grind another fight.
Yeah, it's understandable, but if it's any comfort lands, we've seen people climb all the way up before, like literally from the first round in the loser's bracket.
Yeah.
Even in bigger tournaments, bigger tournaments as far as bracket, I mean. So yeah,
and he's not far
you can
away.
definitely scroll.
Like with 2 wins, he's already in the lower bracket final, which means top 3. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did I not tag Lance?
Yeah, you're not done yet, Lance.
Nope. The elimination stage is here we go. Yeah, it's basically a double elimination right now in the elimination stage. So
Yeah.
Lance is left side, Info is right side.
Yeah, just can't afford to lose here.
Yeah, this is a best of one. Actually, let me type it in there in case.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually, because he might not be listening.
Yeah, he has competed before in Lance on the left side in my events, but maybe he wasn't really paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah, he was just winning, or trying to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get it.
Info on the right side.
Some interesting comments in the chat.
What does he say? I feel like Steve Jobs.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know what that is supposed to mean.
Yeah.
I think Info can't move or something. Oh, okay. No. Lance necked on the left, Info on the right.
I suspect it's a bot, but who knows these days. Yeah, Plebian agrees.
Okay, I removed it.
Yeah.
I think Info's having some trouble. No? Okay.
Oh, now I will, hopefully, yeah. That's what a bot would say.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright. Oh my. Okay, trade of cuts. Info tired. Certainly injured. Actually, I don't think she's tired. It's a little hard to tell sometimes. This is actually kind of entertaining, although I should focus on the fight. Oh, a pause. Hopefully they're both good to go. Just long guard when you guys are ready. Careful not to hit main menu, yeah. We've had that happen before. It was funny because it was Tao who did it. I think he was, he didn't mean to do it, of course, but I remember he got killed and then he just paused the game and then clicked main menu because he was like pressing a button twice. And it looked like he was raging or something. Obviously he wasn't, but that was pretty hilarious. Okay, Info doing very well. This can be a tough matchup, I have to say, for Marie. Because Yazuk is really quick with his blade beats. Yeah, very tactical fight. Now, Land's trying to invite Info in. He does that sometimes. He kind of invites you with Blade away. Info can do that too, though. And Info has the longer weapon, so it really is on Land's Connect to get something done. Info is doing the right thing by using Reach. This is how you fight with a Rapier, so it's on Lands to make something happen. Ooh, he's threatening some dashings, but he's getting tired. It's very easy to get tired if you dash too much. Yazid's dash is kind of funny too. It almost looks unskilled, but it's not. The footsies are kind of precise actually. Whoever mocapped it, which I think was a master saber fencer, definitely knows what he's doing. And the dash is not intended to be like a proper sort of guarding position, so if you consider that, it makes a lot of sense. And he definitely moves really well. Goes for a push. Yeah, I'm surprised Lands is not trying to beat the blade so much. Oh, nice stab. And that's the thing, you spend too much time outside of your own range, the rapier can get a chance to strike back. And that's the danger of not trying to close in. Even with Yazid's guard, that is something that can go very wrong. Lance is, I think, spam dashing there. And I think that's why he was getting stamina trouble. Now they've traded hits. Left foot forward stance for Lance. Switches back on the dash. Going back. Trying to hide his intentions, maybe. Long guard. He has some nice long guard moves from there, too. As Lance knows by now. Goes low. Info did not capitalize on the whiff. This time she does.
Yeah, there's somebody trying to steer things up in the chat, so I just
Yeah, it was kind of entertaining, but yeah, it's probably best.
yeah. Because
It's better to just focus on
some
the...
great fights here, and people should
Yeah,
be focused on. And he
good
said
stab.
something about the stream. Honestly, I could care less about that. I'm not a streamer. I don't do this for subscribers, likes, or anything. I just do this for the community, and I don't care whatsoever.
Yeah,
Some people subscribe to my channel. Oh, that's a nice grab.
nice
there.
grab.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
see,
Lange was too passive, I would say,
yeah, he actually
and
managed
Info
to
capitalized.
take a little bit of the thunder. Of Info's, and that's exactly what I think maybe happened to Lance there. He was very close on getting that win earlier, that he wasn't able to focus too much on this one. Whereas Info was, fresh, waiting. Yeah, those are the psychological consequences of a tournament. Great. Me versus you now in the winners bracket semi-final. Good news for both of us is that we have a guaranteed top 3 spot, which means points in the rankings. But obviously something bigger at stake here, which is a qualification to the final. And the final obviously brings some privileges, which is having 2 lives. I really like this idea of the person that performs the best to have 2 lives. I mean, it also makes sense in a double elimination, but it's just kind of motivating, you know, for somebody
Right. Yeah.
to perform well. But at the same time, it's also pretty interesting for the person that challenges from the lower bracket, knowing that they have to defeat him twice. But it's kind of that, you know, David versus Goliath type of thing. Oh, he did a feint there.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I did that push cut, but your point was online, so yeah, I wasn't in long guard at that point.
Nice one.
Thanks. Thanks.
That third hit was decisive there. If you hadn't gone for it, I would have landed the high guard.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Bara most of the times actually blocks that snap cut, but I think the timing was a little bit better.
Yeah, I was moving forward. Yeah.
Nice. GG. Last
Oof,
got it on
GG.
the last flag, yeah.
Yeah, I put everything in that sidestep.
I wanted to do a cut there, but I think I canceled it last moment and I got hit. 67.
Right, yeah. 'Cause I thought you were gonna block it.
Here we go. Let's swap sides.
Ooh. She tried to throw it there, but dropped it. Ooh, surprised that landed. Oh, ducked that somehow. Oh yeah, that was a mistake. Nice, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's always terrifying when you get block stun like that.
Nice, GG.
GG. Yeah, I put everything into those cuts. I had to gamble it.
Yeah, some key moments there that did not go my way. Well played.
Thanks.
14 to 10. it was. So here in the grand final, we're gonna see the winner between Info and Cherno now. Info taking left side, Cherno right side.
Cherno has a whole spreadsheet of how to counter you. Well, to be fair, that is publicly available info. You can look through that as well. But yes, he probably has it like memorized. Which, if you haven't looked, that can be an advantage. Zera.
Zera for Cherno.
And info is
Calc.
yeah, I could see Calc, yeah. I might have done Marta, but Calc is also a pick that can work against Zera. It's an opportunity for info to experiment more with Calc too.
Oh, nice thrust there from Cherno. I actually think I'm not really sure, but I don't know. Obviously, I don't know force Info into doing something she doesn't want here. I'm not sure she doesn't use Marta more often in these matchups. Like Marta against Zera is very good, actually, compared to Calc.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I know Tao's not a fan of it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she would have. Well, we'll see what happens in here, but
yeah,
I can tell you that much that the Marta will definitely give Zera problems.
Yeah. Probably just doesn't want to get Blade beat a bunch. That's the only thing I can think of. Just wants to fight Zera on more quote-unquote even terms.
2-1.
Is this just the regular stats table? He's got like a spreadsheet for all sorts of things. Nice snap cut to the head. That windmill. Maybe info feels that Calc's cuts can enable her to punish some of those whiffs a little bit better too.
Probably.
Because sometimes it is nice against Zera to not have to back away constantly and just to be able to step in and cut him.
Double. Nice.
Ooh.
3-1.
Yeah. That stab is lethal against Calc. Yeah, I suspect it's either wanting to learn the character or some quality of Calc made info make this choice, but... Oh, the side steps. That's the thing, if Zera gets explosive like that, now Calc has a nice little smile on his face, and there's a stab.
Yeah. 5-1.
Yeah, that was quite a smile, actually. It was like a Joker smile. Stab, cut. Oh, yeah. Even just YY with Zera, if your opponent is stunned, it can net you a kill. It looks slow, but it does pack a punch. Stab to the face. Okay. Cherno is playing Zera there, too. Interesting.
This is a fight for points in the rankings, actually. I mean, everybody.
The stakes.
that competes.
Went for a back X.
We'll get a
Yeah.
participation point, but yeah, Info gets 4th place, which is a great performance. Nevertheless, at this point, unfortunately, we're not going to have any breaks between the fights, which means that Cherno will have to fight right away. But after that win, I guess he's good to go. He's going to face me. We fought in the first round of the elimination stage, and the winner is going to face Subu in the final. Here we go. Congratulations again, Info. 4th place. No, go with Sam again. We had some close fights in the elimination. This is a best of 1, 7 flags, so anything can happen actually.
Yeah.
Change
Samuel's
the
a
skin.
pretty good pick. And I bet you it's based on data too. Yeah. The boss skin. Not the armored one, but the other one, of course. I gotta say, those burns look kind of hideous in the face. Obviously, they're kind of surface level. They're not 3rd degree. They're like 1st, maybe some 2nd, but that would sting. I mean, if he had 3rd degree burns, he wouldn't be fighting. But I mean, 2nd degree can actually hurt more, even though 3rd is more detrimental to your health and more disabling. The 2nd degree burns sting the most, so to fight through that, you know, Samuel is quite the warrior. Well, actually, this is probably Samuel in Samuel's dream, so because if you know the what I think is the canon ending, Yazek just shoots him, so but then he has a fight in his dream, so regardless though, I mean obviously Sam is a pretty seasoned fighter. Definitely fights like it. I think that was the intention. You know, he fights in a very skillful manner. And fights a lot like how a lot of modern saberists prefer to fight. Okay. Venator with 3 flags. So far, a great performance. There's the Y cut though. Yeah, Jan is always a good pick, Info. There's no matchup where he's bad, so. As for Marta, I think Marta does have the tools to counter Zera. She has back Y, she has side steps. If you play her just right, Zera can't really do a whole lot. And there is the stab, but if you long guard it, or you space it just right, you can punish that too. Not to say Zera can't win, of course, he absolutely can, but it's a matchup a lot of Zera mains don't like. Very nimble point that can bypass even his guard. Nice feints from Cherno, but Venator's not really biting. Yeah, he goes for a sidestep. This is a tough fight no matter how you slice it. For Cherno. Tough for Venator too, I have to say. Venator is definitely having to use all of his tools here. He isn't messing around. Oh, yeah, on the recovery, he got struck by high guard. That's when you're most susceptible to high guard, besides, obviously, if your guard is just down for whatever reason. When you're recovering from a strike, your guard is weaker. And so, especially if it's aimed at the weak, it's more likely to just bypass completely. And Venator was catching me with some of that too, actually, in our fight. And sometimes I was able to recover in time too. You have to be quick. And Venator actually takes the first this round, this match, I should say.
Yeah. Good fight. Cherno takes the third place. Congratulations. And we're going to have another a fight between us. So commentary advantage again.
Yeah. At least I don't have to feel bad if I do mind games. Because you can speak too.
Yeah. You are on.
But I won't. I probably won't, though.
You are on the left. I am on the right. You have 2 lives. We're gonna apply the same house rules with the best of 2 and tie breaks if needed. And yeah, let's go. Because we're gonna have to do another event after. And I think we're pretty good with time. Here we go. He dodges that high guard really well with the side step.
Yeah. Oh, again. I'm surprised it landed, though. You managed to hit your hand.
I think she doesn't recover fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, it is like, she puts a lot into that swing, so. Little amateurish, but you know what? Sometimes I like seeing that in this game, where they're not just mirror images of the fencing masters. It definitely is still a good weapon. Ooh. Oh, that was a little weird. Thought that was yours. Oh, you queued the snap cut after. Yeah, it was a good try. Nice, yeah. Good patience.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I hate that. Imagine a game where throwing this work cow is an undesirable thing.
It has a good range as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't expect it to hit me from there, but it still does.
Yeah, and her hand's right there, right where the cut goes down. So it's a nice target to hit. Oh. That could have been bad. Oh, again. At least you hit. Tired maybe?
No, it's that block stun thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I hate that too. Especially if Tarnowski's in your face and you get that, that is so terrifying. Even if he can't actually reply because of the stun, it's still... You don't want to be close to him.
GG.
GG.
Alright. Swapping sides, 7-3. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Did we swap sides? No. No.
No, he didn't, yeah.
Here we go.
Oof. Oh, that particular high guard cut's actually nice. Doesn't follow through too much. Oh, nice. Well, it doesn't follow through to the leg. Sometimes it's nice to be able to hit the leg. At least I don't think it does. Oh, the whiff grab actually helped me. Yeah, that was totally planned. I was baiting you in.
See, this is something that I don't like. Like, you were clearly vulnerable there, but still block it.
Yeah.
Kind of a little counterintuitive.
Oh, delayed leg blade beat there.
Kubo needs to do something about that block stun.
Yeah, I hate it too. Oh, nice. Oh. Okay.
Alright, we're gonna keep
Yeah,
sides.
well deserved. Yeah.
Rematch?
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
that's okay. Same pick. I called rematch, so.
You got 4 flags, I have only 1. There we go.
Oh, it's lagging.
Oh, sorry.
1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, no worries. Right when I move forward. Okay, it'll probably wear off. Alright, I'll just test it. Yeah, it's still going. Hang on. Alright, let's go.
Okay. Nice. GG.
GG.
GG, well played. Subu was the better man tonight, and he won the tournament. Congratulations. First place with Bara. I got second place. Cherno got third place. We had some great fights in this one. Lansnake versus Subu was great. And also Info did great throughout the tournament. And yeah, it was really fun. And in about 10 minutes, we're about to start. Let me see how many people we got there. 6 people. It's actually great. We can actually do round robin because it will end pretty fast with 6 flags, in which each player gets a different character each time they fight. Unless somebody else joins from 7 on, we can do a double elim. So, Subu, I suppose you're gonna help out with the commentary for the next one as well.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Okay, so let's put this here. 14 to 10. Oh. All right, guys. I will see you in 10 minutes at the next random character tournament. So it's gonna be pretty fun. And yeah, so I'm gonna actually stop this stream and gonna start another one in 10 minutes.